What is up, my T-Spiracy people? If you are new here, my name is AZ, and we have been going over the Gabby Petito case. I've been trying to keep up to date with everything that goes on, and I just got my hands on the search warrant. Haven't even looked at it yet, but I want to see what they wanted in that house and if there was anything in regards to that shed. And yeah, so I know, right? Everybody's like, what are you doing here again? You're never here this much. I know. Hey, if I tell you I'm going to try to keep up with a case, I'm going to try to keep up with a case, you know? But this is just really, I swear this is really going to be a quick stream. So, sorry about my last stream. Ed, unless that's true, don't come in here and say that. I see you people in the WFLA chat acting a fool, saying crazy things. Please don't do that here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna jump right into it here. I appreciate you coming. If you're new here, you know, I just cover topics I'm passionate about, whatever that may be. So yeah, so as we all know, right, most search warrants start off with, state of Florida, judicial court, search warrant, they give all that stuff, right? And it says search warrant, computer, external storage devices, right? That's where it starts. Like I said, I haven't even read this really. Therefore, we present to you the proper and necessary assistance, including off-site forensic computer analysis, all that stuff. So it goes through a list, right? So off-site computer analysis, commercial software, hardware, disks, drives, tapes, all that good stuff. Floppy disk? No, I'm just kidding. It probably does say floppy disk somewhere. So they want, graphics, photographs, visual depictions, computer stuff, digital documents, notes, software, hardware, all data, all files associated with all that stuff. Doc, GIF, TIFF, PIX, PCS, PNG, DCS, ART, JPEGs, all the stuff, right? Files that show emails, text messages, and all internet browsing history, right? Computer files showing ownership, possession, or control of computers, electronic storage devices, included but not limited to files. Okay, so give me 1 second here. Okay. Any other evidence relating to the subject matter of this warrant that could be used or has been used in violation to the laws, you could go to jail. Yep, sign here. Okay. Now what? The Circuit Court of the 12th District. Before me, a judge signs it. Yep, judge signs it. Yep. Okay. Thus, that officer has reason to believe and does believe that evidence connected to the investigation is currently contained within the computer described below. Grounds for issuance. This is the part that's really interesting to me, right? I'm trying to skip over the little details that, I don't really care about. I don't think you guys do, but I can leave a link for this after if you want to look at it. I'll leave it in my description, okay? So it says grounds for issuance. The following grounds for issuance of a search warrant as required by Florida statutes exist to provide the warrant. Yep. Felony relevant. Constitutes evidence relevant to proving that a felony has been committed. Probable cause for issuance. Your affiant, A-F-F-I-A-N-T, your affiant, I don't know, has probable cause to believe that the above named crime has been committed and the evidence may be discovered for the following reasons. 1. Your affiant is a detective with the Northport Police Department and is currently assigned to the Criminal Investigative Division. The affiant has been a police officer for approximately 10 years. Yep. The subject, Gabrielle Venora, that's a pretty middle name. Gabrielle Venora Petito and her boyfriend, Brian Landry, left from New York State sometime in mid-June 2021 for a vacation to Utah, traveling parks along the way, van life. During the trip, the subject sent multiple text messages and had many talks with her mother, Nicole Schmitt, via cell phone communication using her subscriber phone number. Whoopsie, issued by T-Mobile. During the conversations, there appeared to be more and more tension between her and Laundrie. Ooh. Okay, so 8/12/21, a report was generated by the Moab City Police Department for a domestic disturbance between the subject and laundry. In that report, Officer Robbins wrote, after evaluating the totality of the circumstances, I do not believe the situation escalated to the level of domestic assault as much as that of the mental health crisis. Yup. On August 27th, she got the odd text from her daughter. She didn't believe it was her, remember? What is this one? Hold up, I never heard this before. On August 27, 2021, the subject's mother, Nicole Schmitt, received an odd text from the subject. The text message read, "Can you help Stan?" Stan? Who's Stan? "Can you help Stan? I just keep getting his voicemails and missed calls." The reference to Stan was regarding her grandfather, but per the mother, she never calls him Stan. The mother was concerned that something might be wrong with her daughter. You guys, I'm hopping back over for a second to chat. Who's Stan, you guys? So, okay, this is something the media didn't tell us, right? The media didn't tell us nothing about no Stan, right? I will leave the link for the warrant visa. You got it. So obviously the mother gets this and is like, she don't call grandpa Stan. She calls her grandfather grandpa, right? So she was like, that's weird. You know? Very weird. All right, let's continue. That's new information there. They didn't tell us. But per her mother, she never calls him Stan. The mother was concerned that something was wrong with her daughter. Number 6. This was the last communication anyone had with the subject. Oh, okay. So this was the last one. I know they had said there was another text, but they didn't mention what it was. Her cell phone was no longer operational, and she stopped posting anything on social media about their trip. Per her family, this was not normal behavior for the subject, and they became more worried about her. Number 7. On September 11, 2021, the subject was entered as a missing person. Yep. Okay, we know all that. On September 11th, the subject's van, they went and got the van. Yep. The van. I told you guys. Listen to this shit. Listen to this. Okay. On September 11th, the subject's van, a white Ford Transit bearing Florida tag QFTG03, was located at her address 43 was Basso Ave in Northport, Florida, per the license plate reader installed at the Sumter Boulevard exit intersection 75. The vehicle entered the city of Northport on September 1st at 10:26 a.m. Dude, what did I tell you guys? Did I not tell you guys that they think he's back? Are you kidding me? That's how they knew it. Told you so. The van reader, the license plate reader, that's how they know. Number 9, Brian Laundrie's family stated that the subject was not at the residence and they didn't know her whereabouts. They refused to allow Brian to speak with law enforcement and directed the officers on scene to speak with their attorney. On scene to speak with their attorney. Okay. They refused to allow Brian to speak with law enforcement. You guys. Did I not tell you? I've been yelling this from the mountaintops. I didn't even know this. I'm literally just reading this for the first time to you guys. I had no idea before I came on here. I freaking knew it. Yo, I've watched too many body language videos. You know, he got me over here studying Joshy Boy's words. I'm like, he says the van. He changes wording to the van. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to the behavior panel. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said, broken clock, right twice a day. I'm a broken clock, okay? Okay. That's wild, you guys. Breaking the news. They refused to allow Brian to speak with law enforcement and directed the officers on scene to speak with their attorney. You gotta be kidding me. Number 10, based on the totality of the circumstances related to the subject's mental health, I believe there is probable cause to believe that the subject is unable to care for herself due to her increased anxiety. Due to this behavior, our concerns for her welfare have reached an exigent level. Her cell phone has been turned off for approximately 15 days, and there have been no other sightings of her since August 27th. Yo, I can't believe they didn't see Brian. Yo, Northport City Police Department's never going to live this shit down. I'm going to make sure of that. Okay, based on the totality of circumstances related to her mental health. Yep, already read that. Okay, number 11, 9/14/21. Okay, on 9/14/21 at approximately 7 p.m., a signed search warrant was executed for the subject's vehicle. Okay. A 2012 Ford Transit van. Yep, the Northport Police Department. Within the subject's vehicle, the crime scene technicians located a black Western Digital external hard drive with serial number, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they got a hard drive. This computer's external storage device is potentially the subject's property, and due to that, it may contain viable digital forensic data and that could assist in the location of said missing endangered subject. Your affiant knows the computer hardware, electronic files may have an important. Your affiant knows that the computer hardware, software, and electronic files may be important to a criminal investigation in two distinct ways. One, the objects themselves may be contraband evidence, fruits of a crime, or two, the objects may be used to store devices that contain contraband evidence, fruits of a crime. This affidavit would also request permission to search the computer hardware. Yup, already said that. Okay. Based on your affiant knowledge, training, and experience, your affiant knows the searching and seizing of information requires to get it all. Okay. The volume of evidence, computers, yup, data. Okay. Searching computer technical requirements, data security, passwords. So they want passwords, all that stuff. They can recover hidden, erase, compressed, password protected, or encrypted files. So they're just letting you know that too. Yeah, I'm not going to go into like every little detail about the data because it's basically just data. Okay, that's all you really need to know. Data. Software applications, varying of files, formats. Yep, already said that. Okay. This is just normal stuff. Like they want the data from all their electronics. They're like really being detailed in it too. Like every kind of file there is, basically. Dude, this is crazy. I can't believe they never saw Brian. This is them telling us they've never seen him. Wow. Sorry, I'm just looking for like pertinent information real quick. Emails, everything. Okay. Last page here. Okay, received this warrant on the 15th day in September. Okay, so this is basically for the van. Oh shit. Okay, guys. This is for the van. I thought it was for the house. I gotta change my title. But I'm still blown away. I'm blown away that it says that. Let me read that part again. And like I said, I'm gonna leave this link to this document in my description as soon as I end this live. Okay. So you'll be able to read it for yourself. If you really want to read all the little details about like what they want for as far as digital stuff goes. Hold on. Where's that part that I like that I wanted to read again? Okay. The subject, Gabrielle Venora Petito, and her boyfriend left from New York State sometime in mid-June 21 for a vacation to Utah. Okay, so we learned from watching this that on August 27th, Nicole Schmitt received a very odd text from her daughter, and it read, "Can you help Stan? I just keep getting his voicemails and missed calls." The reference to Stan was regarding her grandfather, but per the mother, she never calls him Stan. The mother was concerned that something was wrong with her daughter. So that's something we learned, right? She was sending another weird text. So when her mother said, like, I don't believe that it was really her, this is why she was saying it. This is why the mother was like, yeah, I don't believe it her. We were all like, why? Because she said she was in Yosemite. We didn't believe her. Do you know what I mean? But no, it wasn't just the Yosemite thing, you guys. It was because she made a reference to Stan. She doesn't call him Stan. Okay, so that was weird. A mother would know that, right? A mother would know that. If I texted my mother and I used my grandfather's real name, in reference to him, she would know that's weird too, right? Moms know that stuff, okay? Okay, so this is the part that has me all fired up if you're just joining us, okay? I have been saying that nobody's seen Brian. I bet they only think he was back because of the license plate reader. And sure enough, on September 11, 2021, the subject's van, a white Ford Transit bearing Florida tag QFT GO3, was located at her address, 4343 Wabasso Ave. Yep. Per the license plate reader installed at the Sumter Boulevard exit of Interstate 75, that vehicle entered the city of Northport on September 1st at 10:26 a.m. Brian Laundrie's family stated that the subject was not at the residence and they did not know Gabby's whereabouts. Brian Laundrie's family stated that the subject, so referring to Gabby, was not at the residence and they did not know her whereabouts. They refused to allow Brian to speak with law enforcement. You guys, they refused to allow Brian. They never saw him. They never saw him. They don't know if he was driving. All they know is the license plate reader, right? Gabby called her grandfather Stan. The grandmother knows she don't call him Stan. This is what we learned. I need to change my title because I thought this was the house search warrant. I figured, search warrant, it obviously must be for the house, right? It obviously must be for the house, I said to myself, but it's not. This was for the van, but I don't even care because it just gave me this huge piece of information that I just knew. I just knew it, harboring a fugitive, basically. That's nuts. You can't deduce that. Modern Prospector says, now Modern Prospector is our resident retired officer, excuse me. He has worked in law enforcement before. Modern Prospector. There I go, assuming your gender again. My bad. When Gabby is sitting in the back seat of the police car, you can see a red grip mark on her arm just above the elbow, apparently left by Brian. Well, now that we heard that 911 call, that states, by the way, in case you missed it, there is a 911 call that I played. There is a timestamp on it in my previous live video that says, the man was smacking the girl. The guy was hitting the girl. Okay? Now, mind you, they didn't want to release that phone call. It got denied to certain news stations. Why is that? Ask yourselves why. Why is that just coming out today? Why was that denied to begin with? Why was that denied when the body cam footage was allowed to be out? Why is that? Thank you, Debbie. Thanks, guys. I feel like I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I'm not. I feel like a little Sherlock moment over here, okay? Because law enforcement never laid eyes on him. I just knew it. I've been literally losing sleep over this. Okay, now maybe, listen, maybe, just maybe, because anything's possible. They saw him on a gas station camera or something, but not that I know of. This is what I mean when I tell you Josh, the spokesperson, Mr. Slip Up McGee over there, has been definitely changing his tone, the way he words things. I'm telling you. This is so sickening. I can't believe what has transpired in the last couple hours. We woke up today. They were at Brian's house, right? We started our day off like that. Okay, they're at Brian's house doing a search warrant. We weren't really surprised because, now there's a body, right? Right? Is his mom a lawyer? We don't know. We heard that she works for used to work for the DA's office. That's what we heard. I don't know if that's true. You're a townie. I know us townies, man. We could smell a BS story a mile away. I'm telling you, it takes one to know one. No. Yes, the shed was a very, very, very. I know, that's why, Shermar, I'm sorry. That's why I thought that when I got search warrant downloaded, right, and I read the top and I realized it was legit. I thought it was the house, but it was the van. Okay. So we learned definitely some important information in this. I mean, I'm not disappointed in it. I'll tell you that much. Not disappointed at all. Claire says, What is clear? Okay. Why was the 911 call so short? Okay, so there was a couple of places I played that. One of the calls was longer, one of the calls was shorter. I got one of them from the Fox News website, and the other one was just like a snippet of it, like playing the shorter parts. But yeah, I don't know if the entire thing was put out. When I look for that phone call, that's the only piece I find, right? That's it, right? That's all. So I don't know. What did Modern Prospector say? That's all I need to know, right? That's all I need to know from that phone call. I do want to hear the whole thing, but I was like, I started looking for the longer version. I'm like, you know what? I know what I need to know. It's legit, but I do want to hear the whole thing. I've been saying since the beginning that Gabby is a victim of battered women's syndrome. It's so frustrating seeing people stick up for him. I know. And I think that some people are, because when they showed up, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, right? When they showed up, he was the one with the couple little scratches, and she wasn't, and bitches be crazy, right? So we get a bad rap like that, we do. But the girl's missing. What does that tell you? He didn't try to help his girlfriend. F the Fifth Amendment if it's the girl you love, right? None of that made sense to me. I knew he was a bad guy from the jump. No good dude would not be out there looking for his girl. That's why I never felt bad for him. I listen to other people give me their perspective. Yeah. I gotta respect that. Oh my God, guys. All right. Well, I'm going to end this because literally I just wanted to point that out. If you're just joining us, I'm going to tell you the key parts we took away from this. I thought it was the home warrant. I apologize. It is the van warrant, but I'm not disappointed because it gave us some new stuff. I'm going to repeat this one more time, then I'm going to end it for you people who just showed up, okay? So it goes into detail about wanting all digital stuff, all the files, right? And then it says, during the trip, the subject sent multiple text messages and had many talks with her mother, Nicole Schmitt, and gives, I believe it's Gabby's phone number, but I'm trying to block it. On 8/12/21, a report was generated by the Moab City Police Department, saying that, they did it as a mental health thing. We already knew that, but here's where things started to get a little interesting. On August 27th, the subject's mother, Nicole Schmitt, received an odd text from the subject. The text message read, "Can you help Stan? I just keep getting his voicemails and missed calls." The reference to Stan was regarding her grandfather, but per the mother, she never calls him Stan. The mother was concerned that something was wrong with her daughter. Why would she be? See, not only was she calling him Stan, but I keep getting his voicemails and missed calls. How would that happen, right? And then it says, this was the last communication anyone had with the subject. Her cell phone was no longer operational. And here's the part that made me flip a desk. On September 11th, the subject was entered as a missing person, meaning Gabby, right? Out of Suffolk County Police Department in New York. Based on reports from Moab City Police Report, it appears the subject is also endangered due to mental health concerns. On September 11th, the subject's van, a white Ford Transit bearing Florida plates, was located at the address, Brian's address where Big Abby lived, right? Per the license plate reader installed at Sumter Boulevard, exit of Interstate 75, the vehicle entered the city of Northport on September 1st at 10:26. The vehicle, not Brian, not Gabby, the vehicle. Just like I've been saying, Brian Laundrie's family stated that Gabby was not at their residence and they did not know her whereabouts. So this was obviously on September 1st, right? Excuse me, on September 11th. Brian Laundrie's family stated they did not know where Gabby was, didn't know where she wasn't there, and they refused to allow Brian to speak with law enforcement and directed the officers on scene to speak with their attorney. They refused. So did they ever see him? You guys, did they ever see him? Start asking those questions. Thanks for showing up. Wanted to give you the latest, the hottest, the details as soon as we get them. So learned a couple things. Sorry about the title. I saw a search warrant, thought it was a house, but here we are. But anyways, guys, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, get the notifications so you know when everything is popping off. I'll come on, best of my ability anyways, if I'm home. And I can't really hang around for long. I got to run, but maybe I'll be back on tonight. Okay, guys? All right. Thank you very much. Goodbye.